at the house, she. My friend came to and they going, yeah. Honeymoon out in Aspen, it's snowing, yeah. She in the cut, got a. She want the pie, I don't want no more, got a in the car, got a nightlife. I'm popping the G6, I'm on the G600, still I'm flowing. Get up and get up and get up. Yeah, I didn't ride through the streets in a clan to come here and get by. Feel like a Dubai. Feel like Tupac.
The big man at 6'9", number 15, Graham Eaton.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at Arizona's starting group. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Here we go. Now, here is Smith. Over to the left wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that'll start us up. Already, you can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
And he lays it straight in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's Miller on the wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Tough, no good. Tries it from 19. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Smith with it. Now guarded by Bradley. A nice shot by Huff.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Strong finish with two hands.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Smith the pass to Miller. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
For three. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. To the middle. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Inside, here's Huff. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Huff's got his second basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
A minute 50 left in the first. There's the pick. Puts up a three. A shot off that time. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Shots good by Miller.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
1:14 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Bradley. To the inside. Takes the 13-footer. That shot, no good. Arizona trails by 6. .44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Covered by Smith. Shot clock at 5. Arizona needs to get off a shot.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Here's Miller, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
9 seconds left here in the first quarter. And here's Bradley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Arizona shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw good from Bradley.
Bradley taking 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one. He's at the line. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Arizona trails by 7, so on the floor for the Wildcats. That one misses.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Completely new group for Arizona. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Arizona trails by 9. They set the pick. away. And they're moving it up. Pulls up for three. It's hauled in by Arizona.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
It's a fairly even matchup, and both sides want to take that leap into the league upper echelon. So let's see what signs we see of progress tonight.
Arizona with another miss. Shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. To the paint. Here's Diabate.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. There's the pick. Four on the shot clock. Down low. It's tipped. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 17 trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys. This is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. Here's Miller. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Smith surveying the D, and it's slammed in by Smith.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Kevin, back over to you.
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. To the inside. Can't get it to fall. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Bradley. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Jaden Bradley. Defensive.
Bradley no good on the free throw. Gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. That was something else.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Takes a step back. Here's Miller. Cranes it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
1:03 left to play here in the half. Good D by Miller. Gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Misfires on the corner 3. Arizona trails by 16. From 7. Can't cash in from close range.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And that's a big boy dunk right there. He threw that down like a sledgehammer.
That is a violent attack on the rim. There's the screen. Kicks it out to Bradley. Latrey drills the three-pointer. Bradley's got 5 points in the quarter.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
To the middle, just 3 on the clock, and the layup is good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Leading by 17. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the... And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
Well, I think for Arizona, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out. Lots of firepower on this roster.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here's Arizona now, trailing by 17. To shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Arizona shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line of the game.
And a season ago at the charity strike, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And he makes both free throws.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
So on the floor for the Wildcats. It's good. That's now 8 points. For Smith.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. To the paint. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith the pass to Huff from outside the arc. It doesn't go for him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting is so high.
Arizona trails by 15. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. A putback. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Miller kicks to Smith. Here's Huff. Miller outside. Smith outside. Fires the 3. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Pass to Bradley. Off on the layup.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Smith the pass to Huff. James defending. Here's Huff. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Huff's got his 3rd basket of the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Up and in on the layup.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the wing on the left. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, in football, they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
2 minutes.
Bradley against Smith. No good with the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Screen by Smith. 1:15 left in the third. That's the 3 fly. The shot comes out. Arizona trails by 14. There's a screen. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Pass to Huff. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Second
And you know what? You
foul.
allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
To the wing right side. Outside Bradley. Diabate grabs the board. Here's Miller, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Arizona trails by 18, and for the Wildcats, outside Brent. Here's the screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Back to Miller. Takes the three. It's good from long range. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Taking a look at Arizona. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. That shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Guarded by Bradley. Miller outside. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Buries it down low. Arizona trails by 21. Now Bradley. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Miller. Out to the right wing. It's hauled in by Arizona. It's hauled in by Huff. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Miller. Here's Huff. Back to Smith. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 3. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the middle. Arizona moving the ball around. To the inside.
Two minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Miller outside. Pass to Huff. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Bradley up top. Over to the wing. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Second chance shot. Diabate grabs the board. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And he jams it with authority.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. So they get the victory here at home. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so...